Good rising, God family. I have a message for you. This may be an interesting one. Check it out. So, this video is going to be titled The Firmament versus the Government. The Firmament versus the Government. As these thoughts are pouring into my mind, a personal thought real quick, as I am gathering them, as they are coming in and as they are flooding in, the main thing is telling me, yeah, global peace is inevitable. But the sacrifice to get there and or to manifest it will be very, very great. It will be. This is no joke. I know how serious this is. It's just I have a personal way to process it all and elicit it all and or explain it all. One, due to my own personal situation, and two, due to my own personal vessel, which has the abilities to explain it. A lot of other factors run into play, but I don't want to waste too much time. So, moving forward. Now, firmament versus the government. Firm, a mint. Firm, a mentality. Gov, earn mint. Gov, earn mentality. Gov, earn mentality, huh? Meaning like you have to earn this government's respect. Meaning it's evil. Tries to tell you have to earn my respect. We don't need you at all. Right now, currently, here's what I am noticing. To make this explanation make a lot more sense, I'm gonna have to say this first. Right now, currently, here's what I am noticing. In the world today, our biggest problem, our one and only biggest problem, meaning every melanated man, woman, and child on this planet, as well as every recessive man, woman, and child on this planet, all of we within this one here sun soul sapien race, or within this one sapien race, or in this one homo sapien race, all of we within this one species, within this one genus species, has one big problem, and or one major big problem. And what is it? Every single one of we alive is all fighting and or trying to live the right way. Crazy, huh? Every last one of us on this planet, all of we who are of the genus species, or of the sapien genus, all of us are the world's biggest problem right now is that everyone is trying to live correctly. Why is this a big problem though? That's very simple. Because the world government currently is telling you all not to do so. Why? Because it is pure evil. No other reason. Pure evil does not want what is balanced and good to live correctly at all. This is why it is attacking us night and day and telling us things night and day to and or through our own people, whether you be of the recessive or the melanated or the dominant. It makes no difference. Whoever you are in this world, the devil is reaching to and through you all in order to destroy our own people, mine own people, the melanated people only. Let's never forget those who are of the opposite genoclass. They must have their genetics reversed. They must have their skin ungrafted or ill-grafted, or whatever is sealing your child's melanin away or in, and making its future, or making his or her future to face detriments by the sun, as you all have detriments and or issues by the sun. It needs to be fixed by any moral means necessary. You follow what I'm saying? So this is how you can ultimately change, because if that melanin begins to resurface, it'll cause chemical alterations within thy mind space. consciousness alone. And it'll cause certain actions and or certain behavioral patterns of yours to change for the better. It'll just do it genetically. You'll see. Project 12, right? Moving forward. So, right now, currently, every single person in the world's biggest problem is that they are all trying to live the right way. Why is that a problem, though? Because the government wants you enslaved the wrong way. Enslaved to the wrong way. And it is telling you to do it and attacking you into doing it night and day. So, what do we do to beat this? How do we get out of this? What is one of the fastest ways to get out of this? First of all, we have to recognize who our true leadership is, proving God's innocence. We have to recognize who and or what we are all truly serving in this world. Because if we are all truly, or if we all remain trying to earn the respect of evil or trying to respect evil, if we all continue this process, we will all continue to suffer to death, and or we will all continue to live for all the wrong reasons only. You follow what I'm saying? So what is our other leadership that needs to be recognized? The firmament. Think about this for a second here, if you would. What exactly is the firmament telling you to do right now, currently? If you answer nothing, you are absolutely correct. And I need you to really harness how important that is for a moment. I get it. It sounds a bit far-fetched. Firmament supremacy versus government supremacy. Firmament leadership versus government leadership. I know it sounds a bit weird. How can something that is not telling you to do anything be your leader? How can something that feels like nothing and is doing nothing to you be your leadership? How is this possible? Characteristics and or behavioral duplication. Right now, currently, the government is evil. The firmament is good. The firmament is doing nothing to you at all, nor telling you to do anything wrong. The government is. If you listen to nothing give you your instructions, do you want to know what you will ultimately do? Self-govern your own well-being and or self-govern thyself. It should be common sense, though. You follow what I'm saying? So I want to label and describe a few details about the amenities of the true government. And as I am labeling and describing these details, it'll relay a message in regards to how coexistence with this idea is better than coexisting with the government's idea. Am I honestly do I have this bizarre or serious, strong resentment? Careful with certain words, right? Do I really have such a strong resentment for living in the government and things of that nature? Do I really have such a strong one? I'm just going to ask the question and answer it myself for you. I'm going to ask the question and answer it myself. This is how I do my presentations. I ask a question myself and I answer it myself because I know enough to get me home. Soul Liberation Global Child Manumission. I know enough to get me home. You follow me? So do I really honestly resent this government and everything that it's structured, this fake foundation that it forced us all to grow up on? Do I really resent it this much? Yes. The thing is, I don't simultaneously, because I do not wish to allow the government's desires to internalize. Because if they do internalize, they get in the driver's seat of my life. My life drives me. I am driven off of soul pride alone. Soul pride is what drives me. It'll just register in this upside down world as vengeance. When you look at it from a surface level view, me personally especially, it just is something you can label and describe as vengeance. And this here vengeance is coming out in the form of knowledge and information, teachings of what I saw that I registered in my mind firmly to present unto the world for the sole purpose of soul liberation and global child manumission. But why? Why do I want these things though personally? Because your liberation is my liberation. My liberation is your liberation. We run this planet. I don't see how y'all forgot that. He's one of my favorite rappers, 50 Cent. Moving forward. So, I'm just going to remind you of who your true leadership is, you. And I'm going to say it in a way, in about 1,000 billion ways, most likely, for the next 72 years straight. Until you all accept who your true leadership is, fall in, and walk on, and move good forever. So, let's talk about the firmament in some finite detail. That's what the next remainder of this video is going to be, for however long it's going to be. I'm just going to talk about our actual true leadership. The firm mentality versus the govern mentality. The firmament. What is it? What is the firmament? When you... Helicopters. As I was saying, the firmament. When you take a look at the word and you study it logically, the firmament, it tells you that it is the outer edge of the universe itself. The outer edge, out. It's the opposite of out, in, right? But here, check this though. Most people believe that the firmament, according to all of the small religious beliefs, is just simply the dome of the planet. That's what I believe too, until I actually searched up the word and read what it meant truly. Then I started looking at why it says firmament. Firmament, meaning something is firmly holding on to a mentality, or firmly sealing one away, or firmly something to a mentality. You follow what I'm saying? Firm something, firm a mentality in some kind of way, like fundamental, firmamental. Like you're trying to firmly groom it or suck it into something else. Leech, parasitic insects. So, when I looked up the word firmament meant, and recognized how wrong I was for believing personally that the firmament is simply the dome of the planet, because it is not. The firmament is cosmic size, not planetary size. The firmament is cosmic size, not planetary size. Long story short, is this true? You don't have to believe it, but I'm going to for now. You don't have to believe this, but I'm going to for now. The firmament is cosmic size, not planetary sized. And the firmament is also what it can be labeled and described as the outer edge of the known universe. Outer edge. Now, firmament. According to more information of what I gathered here, the firmament is also to the loka of the soul star chakra, and/or the soul star chakra loka, you could say. What does the word loka mean? The word loka in Sanskrit means place, realm, or planet. Place, realm, and/or planet. Yes, all three of those words in one, because it can mean any of those things depending on how you're using it or in the time frame that you are using it. Right now, I'm looking at it in the time frame as a planet. So therefore, the soul star chakra planet But I'm going to say loka as we go forward, though, as I go forward. So the firmament is, or the outer firmament, let me say that. The outer firmament, or the firmament, which is the outer edge of the known universe. The firmament is the outer edge of the known universe. And on the outer edge of the known universe is also where the soul star chakra loka resides. The soul star chakra loka. The soul star chakra loka is the first energy source located beyond the physical body. It is also known as the eighth chakra within the known seven chakra hierarchies, within the major seven known chakra hierarchies. But the eighth soul star chakra, as well as the earth star chakra, exist outside of the seven major chakras. You follow what I'm saying? And the soul star chakra is counted as chakra number 8. So it exists outside of the physical space-time universe. So that means it exists outside of the outer edge of the universe, meaning it exists as the firmament and or where the firmament truly is. Now I need you to take this into consideration for a moment. We, as a species, are all constituents of this here universe that we are inside of. So anything that will be outside of the universe's physical time and space zone will also be outside of our physical time and space zone. You follow what I'm saying? So meaning anything outside of the universe is also outside of we, in a sense. It's still connected, and I'm about to explain to you right now momentarily. But here's the thing though. It's the first energy source located beyond the physical body. So that means it's located beyond our physical known universe, our physical known firmament. That's what it's beyond, the outer edge of the universe. Now, what else do you know of that is outside of space-time and or physical space-time? You want to know what else is outside of physical space-time? What is known as the quantum realm, or the quantum loka is what I would consider it. I would consider it the quantum loka and or the quantum mind. You follow me? And now I am teaching you or telling you how to have a quantum mind, because it's time for the world to have quantum supremacy and or firmament supremacy and or soul supremacy. They're all one and the same thing according to the information I'm gathering here. According to all the things I've read. Now I'm going to be clear with this real quick. I don't have all of the fancy measurements and ways to, look at the frequencies directly. I don't have microscopes. I don't have any of those things that you all have at all. This is why I am just fighting my part of the battle the best way I can, because I'm just taking advantage of the simple fact that we are all truly, at the end of the day, in the same fight together. I'm taking advantage of this by just saying the most heaviest answers I possibly can fathom saying and just posting them for us all to hear. So, and what I'm ultimately getting at is this. What I am really doing is going off of the words. I'm going off of what the words mean. I'm looking at the meaning of the words, and that's how I am gathering what I need to gather to tell you all. What the words mean, what the words we are using. The word quantum, it is... I looked at the word 1,000 times over, but I still haven't fully registered it. But here, I'm going to just tell you what I have memorized right now. Here's what I have fully memorized. 2 words in the word quantum. It's 2 words within the word quantum. It is one word called vesicles, and there's another word called acetylcholine. Vesicles, acetylcholine. Those 2 things, or should I say that one vesicle, and then the acetylcholine that comes from the vesicle, those 2 things, those or one thing stems, one and or 2 things, those stem from the quantum realm and or the quantum loka into the inner firmament or the inner edge of the universe. The inner edge of the universe, BKA the nirvana, or BKA the astral realm or the astral loka. You follow what I'm saying? So the quantum realm sends and or feeds what is known as vesicles, or a unit quantity of acetylcholine from the words, they're still there, from the vesicles. I validated what the word vesicle fully meant, but there's more words in the midst of the definition that you're going to have to go define and validate for yourself. When you look at what the literal definition of the word quantum means, and all of the definitions listed there for the word quantum's definition, you follow what I'm saying? So the quantum pushes what is known as acetylcholine from what is known as a vesicle into through the from the outer edge of the universe through the universe by the inner through the inner edge of the outer and inner edges of the universe into what is now going to be considered as the astral realm. You follow what I'm saying? Through what is known as strings. But before I go on to these strings here, these cosmic strings I'm getting ready to talk about in the astral realm, these cosmic strings in the astral realm, before I talk about them, know this for a moment. The word prana has a very similar meaning to the word vesicle, as whereas the word Brahman has a very similar meaning to the word acetylcholine, because acetylcholine is mental support, whereas vesicles are physical body support. But here's the reality. They both come from the quantum realm. And to be more specific in what I'm talking about, look up something known as the quantum vacuum. Now see, here we go with this wordplay again. Why is it called a quantum vacuum? What could it possibly be considered in regards to calling it a quantum vacuum? From a very hyper-simplistic standpoint, I can probably answer this question. It's because the energy, the physical space-time energy of the universe, let's never forget, it is fake. Now, even though it's fake, we can still make the best of it. Let's never forget. We've been living all of this time with nothing of this universe, even though it's not necessarily real, hurting us, right? We've just been living in it the best way we possibly can. Let's keep doing that. You follow what I'm saying? We can't necessarily do that the right way, though, if we have a government telling us to do the opposite of it, right? This is what I'm telling you about this. So you can realize there is something else better out here for us to be led by, versus us being led by evil things. You follow what I'm saying? We don't need to be led by evil. We need to be led by good and balance. You follow what I'm saying? Well, at least that's my opinion. So here, the quantum loca, or the quantum vacuum, that's what it's called. Let's never forget, the energy of the physical space-time universe is what is covering up and or concealing the light of the quantum loca right now as we speak currently. And it appears in our reality as the sun that's rising in this video right now, and also the planet as well, and us. Meaning the sun, planet, and us all came from the same source of light. It just so happens that when we were shunned into this universe full of many, many different things now, other than the positive water light vesicle it started out as, many different things now, when that light shines in or vibrates in or chakras in, it mixes in with certain things like the remnant of her seed, which became the cosmic mother according to the Anunnaki story. You don't have to buy it if you don't want to. I'm just gonna buy it. I'm just gonna believe it for right now personally, because of how it's making more sense to me as I'm going on through these stories. You follow me? And it chakras the light into the universe, or it vibrates the light into the universe to become galaxies and clusters and constellations and planets, so on and so forth. You follow what I'm saying? All the light shines into the universe to become planets, clusters, galaxies, and so on and so forth. You follow me? So, the quantum vacuum, do some research on it. What I am ultimately getting at is this, my dear family. The quantum, BKA the firmament, BKA the soul star chakra, BKA the power that exists outside of the physical known space-time universe, is our creator truly. This energy, this heart energy, this inner energy, that's our creator truly. So that should be our leader. What is responsible for us being in reality should also be responsible for how we live in it. Or in the lines of that sentence or that statement somewhere, if that may make sense to you. The true soul of the universe, the true light source of the universe, is the reason why we exist. Why are we not doing what it wants us to do? And it just so happens that this power This energy is within us all as our divine order. The government wants us to live in chaos and abomination, barbaric abomination. That's what the government wants us to live in, barbaric abomination. The light that gave us life does not. We know it doesn't, but we don't serve it because history, man, this government, they gave the oppressive body the upper hand. Long stories, yo. Long stories. But here, let's talk about more solutions right quick. Take my mind away from the problems that happened for a while. We'll just talk about more solutions. But still, don't run away from the problems. Just know that they are there so you can know how to beat them. But you need solutions to beat problems, don't you? Here are some more solutions. The firmament is our leadership. The quantum is our leadership. The soul is our leadership. The soul star chakra exists in the same area the quantum realm does, or the quantum loka does. So they have to be one and the same, or there has to be some kind of relation or connection to them. You all do the research when you hear this message. If you wish to, or if you choose to, it's up to you. I am not enslaving you, as the firmament is not enslaving you to do anything. So moving forward. So long story short, the firmament, BKA, according to what I've studied, you don't have to buy this if you don't want to. The firmament, BKA, the soul star chakra, BKA, the outer edge of the known universe, BKA, the quantum loka, or the quantum vacuum, is the true most high God of reality. In reality is the true most high God, and also our highest conscious mind. After explaining this, I'm going to try to go through everything else a lot faster now. The quantum realm, soul star, BKA soul star chakra, BKA firmament, BKA outer edge of the universe, and BKA quantum vacuum or quantum loka is of the true most high God within our reality. It is what gave us life and the light in all of mankind. Now, this is the conscious mind of the true most high God, what I just mentioned. Now, moving forward, what is the subconscious mind of the true most high God? The subconscious mind. Now we're moving into the concept of the cosmic strings here. Because once you go from the quantum, you go to the strings, right? It's the quantum first, then it's the cosmic strings. When I did more research on what those cosmic strings are, the loops of that they make and everything, it just reminded me, the weaves and the loops that they make and everything, it just reminded me of the 72,000 nadis from the Sanskrit information. You follow what I'm saying? The Sanskrit information talks about 72,000 nadis. And what is nadi? What are nadis? Nadis in Sanskrit means channel or tube. And these 72,000 nadis connect, from what I'm gathering now, to the quantum loka and or the outer firmament or the outer edge of the universe. And what is known as prana and or vesicles, as well as Brahman and or acetylcholine is fed through the conscious mind or fed from the conscious mind of the Most High God's highest conscious mind in through the Most High God's subconscious mind, which is now the inner edge of the universe, BKA, the astral realm. So from the quantum into through the astral realm, where the cosmic strings are, BKA, the 72,000 nadis. The twin flames parable can be labeled and described through the knowledge of the nadis as well. But we're going to move forward now from here. So after it goes through the 72,000 nadis tubes within the astral realm, meaning the subconscious mind of the true most high God, meaning the space, meaning the outer edge of the universe. Afterwards, we go into now the ethereal realm, from the quantum into through the astral, the nadis, the strings, the cosmic strings, where the acetylcholine from the vesicles are being poured into, BKA the Brahman from the prana is being poured into. This is how you want to see it. Poured into and through the ethereal. And now this is where we talk about the quarks as well, right? The ethereal is where the quarks are. The ethereal is where the quarks are. And then after the ethereal and the But first, let me mention this right quick. The ethereal is also heaven. The ethereal is also heaven. So that means that heaven is God's physical body. Heaven is God's physical body. You follow what I'm saying? So, or you can say how each of the planets are all of God's physical bodies. How each of the planets are God's physical bodies, and we are what manifest to heaven. We are what manifest to heaven. But here's the thing though, due to the nature of our true Most High God being heaven itself, as within, so throughout, and or as above, where the highest conscious mind is, so below, where his physical body is that we walk on as our foundation. Meaning the true Most High God's foundation, or multiple foundations, are every planet within the known universe. Those are all the true Most High God's one physical body. Each planet is. Remember, the light of the universe is omnipresent. Omnipresent. It is everywhere. The only reason why we don't see it like right in front of our faces is because this energy in this universe is concealing all the light. Don't forget that. It's firmly sealing it away. Let's never forget that. And sucking from it, even though it can't necessarily leech or suck any energy from the quantum realm into the physical, it's just the way it feels like it's doing, you know? It's like the energy feels like it's being leached right now, even though you're trying to sap out omnipresent light. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, the light is just going to be in the same spot everywhere. You follow what I'm saying? So, the physical body of the true Most High God is heaven itself. And the true Most High God's body, physical body, is way above us as heaven and right beneath our feet as our foundation. Heaven is above us and our foundation. Manifest it. Make earth heaven again. It's only hell because you feel like it is. But you only feel like it's hell because the government, not the firmament, is telling you how to live. The firmament don't tell you how to live. The firmament just allows you to live in it. And it just so happens that the firmament is the entire galaxy itself, the entire cosmos, the entire infinite everything. It is the outer edge of the universe and the inner. The inner edge of the universe is the Most High God's subconscious mind, and the outer edge of the universe is the Most High God's conscious mind. What's in the outer edge of the universe is the Most High God's conscious mind. What's in the inner edge of the universe is the Most High God's subconscious mind. And what's after the inner edge of the universe is the ethereal. So after the astral, it's the ethereal. It almost has it all sucked away or concealed away. So now we're in the ethereal, where the quarks are. And also the physical heaven, or the planets, or like the Earth Star chakra itself, or the Earth Star chakra loka, literally a planet, where they all reside. You follow what I'm saying? And where we have the ability to manifest heaven. I'm going to do my best not to talk another hour. Where we all have the ability to manifest heaven. So, next, after heaven, or after the ethereal, or after the quarks, there comes the atoms. The protonic atoms, the neutronic atoms, then the nucleus sealing them both in. But then you have the fourth one, the electronic atoms that are constantly spiraling around the nucleus of the atom, zapping away at it, trying to imbalance it. Maybe it doesn't necessarily do it, but still, it's like the electrons are within and swirling around and going crazy and everything and what have you, all around the nucleus of the atom, where the positive imbalanced energy sits and remains in. You follow what I'm saying? The atoms are also the hydrocarbon in this here parable I'm kicking to you. The atoms are also the hydrocarbon. And within our hydrocarbonated bodies, we have 600 protons, 70 neutrons, and 6 electrons. At least as a whole, we would have. At least as an entire hydrocarbonated being, we would have. So, what is the hydrocarbon for this Most High God parable, the foundation. We are the Most High God's foundation. At least this is how you can look at it from a spiritual point of view. Meaning, if you was to look at it from a spiritual point of view, you yourself will be the outer edge of the firmament, the conscious mind, BKA the quantum. The quantum realm is the true Most High God's conscious mind. The true Most High God's subconscious mind are the cosmic strings. True Most High God's physical body could be considered as the quarks. I did some research on the word. I'm going to do some more research on it to make sure I'm absolutely correct in what I'm saying, because I don't want to just say things and they'll be incorrect. I'm not misleading you. You couldn't pay me to mislead you. You couldn't pay me to mislead you, because this right here, manifesting heaven worldwide, should be more important to everybody than everything. We are the Most High God's foundation. Check it out here. This is why I see ourselves as the Most High God's foundation, because it's the quantum, the astral, the ether, and the carbon. Those 4 words: quantum, astral, ether, carbon. Quantum, astral, ether, carbon. The quantum is the Most High God's conscious mind. The astral is the Most High God's subconscious mind. The ether is the Most High God's physical body, and the carbon is his foundation, us. We are the Most High God's foundation, as well as he or it being our foundation simultaneously. Manifest heaven or die trying. Global child manumission and global soul liberation. By any moral means necessary. Moving forward. We are the Most High God's foundation, as he is our foundation, or it is our foundation as well. Remember, I don't necessarily see the true God with a gender. I just see it as a power, an energy, our abilities to have ego. Or as my dear sister Candace Owen said, a gut to trust in. Beautiful words. Moving forward though. But this is the Most High God's positive true form though. Quantum, astral, ether, and then on us, the hydrocarbon in which the true Most High God stands on and or controls. Now, you can also look at this from a chakra perspective. How would the Most High God seem or be from a chakra perspective? The soul star chakra, the crown chakra, and the earth star chakra. Notice the star chakra, star, earth star, soul star, earth star chakra, soul star chakra, earth star chakra loka, soul star chakra loka, star chakra. You can say anything star. It can be any kind of star. You can have a God star chakra loka. You can have a quantum star chakra loka. You can have a quantum mind star chakra loka. You see how you can work with it? You can play with it however you want to. You are incredible. You just have no idea yet. But once you know, you'll do better. So moving forward though, we have 2 entities that treat us as its foundation. 2. Now here's the second one right here. That the true Most High God, which is the firmament, is also a constituent of, and or also gifted us the extra layer of power and control, and or power and discernment, and or power and distinctive abilities. You follow what I'm saying? I need y'all to get this right quick. I just told you about the Father, right? The firmament is the Father. But then you got the Son, the inner self. Another gift that the firmament gives us, in which I need to tell you about in order for you to know just exactly who you are turning to be your leadership next. Or finally, should I say. Because I desire to manifest peace that's going to last for all of eternity. Never-ending peace, never-ending goodness, never-ending righteousness worldwide. No more elicitations of hatred, only the elicitation of love. No more elicitation of war, only the elicitation of peace. No more elicitation of division, only the elicitation of unification and integrity. No more provoking stagnates and or provoking murder and or provoking sellouts, only to provoke the soul tribe, the progressive people, the Sun Soul Sapiens you all truly are. The magnificent people you all truly are. This is the only thing worth manifesting now. This is why I'm making this content. That's why I'm talking so much. Moving forward, the Sun. I just want to tell you about Christ's conscious mind, Christ's subconscious mind, and Christ's non-physical body. Real quick, I just want to tell you about it. So, what is known as the third eye chakra is Christ's conscious mind in us. There's only one third eye chakra globally, though, or in the universe, or in the cosmos. There's only one. And it just so happens to be the one we are all constituents of. Just like there's only one soul star chakra, just like there's only one crown chakra. And now here we are to the third eye chakra. There's only one third eye chakra. And how I'm seeing it and how it's registering in my mind, the King of all kings conscious mind, Christ's conscious mind, is of the third eye chakra, our abilities to perceive. Our abilities to perceive. Next, the King of all kings, Christ's subconscious mind, is of the throat chakra, or the Vishuddha. The King of all kings, subconscious mind. Yeah, I've done more validation and done more researching on as far in regards to how this chakra tree Murdy parable can fit all of my other parables as well. And it turns out that, the throat chakra would also be considered a subconscious, an inner subconscious mind for Christ consciousness, or it's the Christ subconscious mind internally. That's what it is. It's also a part of the astral realm as well. All of this is astral realm work. All of these are astral, getting ready to go into the ether. Astral, getting ready to go into the ether. Remember, the Most High God goes from quantum, astral to ether. Quantum, astral to ether. But when it comes to then carbon as its foundation. But when it comes to the Christ, when it comes to Christ consciousness, that's all interpersonal right there. That's all internal, but it still moves in the same direction, all to support you for the right reasons and the right causes. Both the Most High God and the Son are in us to support us for all the right reasons and all the right reasons only. Peace, love, unity, and advancement. Peace, respect, balance, and progression. Double peace. Respect, love, balanced integrity, and/or upright and steady unity, and progressive advancement. Moving forward now. So, Christ's non-physical body would be the heart chakra. The heart chakra is our King of all kings, non-physical body. So meaning your heart of hearts is the non-physical body of the King of kings. You see? Notice how it aligns. Your heart of hearts is the non-physical body and/or non-physical makeup of the King of Kings. Your Christ non-physical body. The inner you. The inner you is Christ. And the inner you is the King of all kings. And the fourth and final thing, or now after going from those three things, I'm going to rename them again. The third eye chakra being Christ's conscious mind, the throat chakra being Christ's subconscious mind, and the heart chakra being Christ's non-physical body. Those are the constituents of you right there. And now we're getting ready to step into close to the ether, but we're still in the astral here for Christ's body right here. For Christ's form, we're still inside of the ether. But now we're getting ready to step into the solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus chakra, what is it? Our physical conscious mind, and or our lowest conscious mind, or not the first conscious mind, because the Most High God is always first. So you got a high, a mid, and a low. Or you have the highest, you have a higher, and you have a regular one. I don't like to necessarily say mid, low, because it's all even in the spirit. It's just, unfortunately, there's still one that's considered the highest. There's one that's considered higher than ours, and then there's ours. You follow what I'm saying? And what the firmament gives us as a conscious mind, according to the information regarding the chakra hierarchy, and as well as the chakra tree Murdy parable that I have, chakra 3 forms, I'm going to tell you about in a second. The third and final form, the solar plexus chakra being the conscious mind, our conscious mind, that the true Most High God gives us. that serves us for the good. Why can't you serve you as the energy in you is serving you? You want to know why you can't serve you as the energy in you is serving you? Because you're not doing what the firmament wants you to do. It's not necessarily that the firmament wants you to do nothing. It's just look at the nothingness energy at its absolute core self. What does nothingness do to you in its absolute core regard? Doesn't hurt you. Nothingness does not hurt you at all. Wouldn't you agree? So if that would be the case, nothingness would feel kind of normal and or good, in a sense. But see, the thing is, it's what can come from nothingness. And what comes from nothingness in our reality is balance. After the light becomes the balance. After the feelingless light that is just only good all the time. You can't even feel it. It feels like nothing. It becomes the light. The pressure of it thereof. It becomes the light of the universe, which is what Christ is. Christ is the light of the universe. Christ's consciousness is universal consciousness. Universal consciousness is omnipresent light. Omnipresent light is the literal mind of the galaxy. As always, though, you don't have to buy that. I'm going to for right now, though, because it makes the most sense. Moving forward. So, our solar plexus chakra, according to the chakra tree Murray set up, because of course the solar plexus chakra has a lot related to the gut health when you look at it from a spinal cord lineup perspective. When you look at the 7 chakras from the spinal cord lineup and not the actual what they are at source, because I'm going off of what the chakras are at source right now. Like source information chakra talks about them being 7 vertices or 7 vortices of the actual galaxy or what actually keep the line of the galaxy together. In other words, the 7 major chakras are the spinal cord of the universe. You follow what I'm saying? And we're all constituents of it, and we just have a smaller connection to it in a sense, because we're small. The 7 chakras are massive. Like, the planet itself is smaller than a chakra. The galaxy itself is smaller than a chakra. Yeah, the chakras are really huge. Cosmic size even. They're cosmic vortices. Moving forward though. So, the sacral chakra would be our subconscious mind. Meaning, whatever we put into our conscious mind, i.e. if we're eating a certain type of food, if we're eating poisonous foods, we can also put poisonous energy into our subconscious mind, and it will drive us in a poisonous direction. You follow what I'm saying? Yes, food has energy that can influence the energy in you to do bad energy things, bad energy. You're not being good energy, you're being bad energy. But the thing is, due to the false foundation of the world, which is not of your sacral chakra's foundation, you're almost obligated to put poison inside of you every single day of your life. But once we begin to be led by the firmament and all the things the firmament gifted unto we since the dawn of we, then we will have a reality where nothing is poisoning us, only healing. You follow what I'm saying? We'll have a foundation where everything is healing us versus trying to tear us down and keep us low. Moving forward though, I need to finish this. And now, finally, our physical bodies, the root chakra, in which the King of Kings has as its own foundation as well. So look, the heart chakra and the root chakra are both the King of Kings and the Most High God's foundations for them personally. Because where they stand consciously is the third eye chakra and the soul star chakra. That's where they stand consciously, and subconsciously, foundational wise, that's their foundation. But then they also have us as their foundation because they're our spirits internally. And they're also our leadership and our actual true governments. We actually got 2 whole governments in our council, in our spiritual council right now. It's the Most High God and the light of the universe, the King of Kings, the heart of hearts. And then there's our conscious mind, looking at the chakras from a galactic view. We have the solar plexus chakra, which is our conscious mind, the sacral chakra, which is our subconscious mind, and the root chakra, which is our physical body, which all of those powers are within. All of those powers I mentioned are within us, giving us our strength and vitalities to function, not the evil of this government. This government is external of us. This government is swirling around us night and day, nonstop, trying to do one thing and one thing only: imbalance everything. This government only lives to destroy nature, and we just so happen to be constituents of all nature. So that means everything that this government does, even if it was to go over there and pollute the ocean, we should be affected by it. Then again, not too much of the spirit honestly affects you, not even negative karmas. Negative karmas don't really affect you. Like what our ancestors did, they don't necessarily affect you unless the world is built for what they put behind to affect you. Meaning a spell can be broken effortlessly if the world maintaining the spell was gone. So, the thing is, when we give in and allow the firmament to be our leadership and not the current artificial government to be our leadership, we allow nature, natural nature itself, to begin its ascension into we, and or its reclaiming of we, and or its resettling within we. And when nature is allowed to resettle within us globally, we'll manifest it. Global soul liberation, global child manumission. But why do I say it as if it's so simple? Because once this information, once this knowledge actually sinks in and kicks in, you will have a perspective, a divine auspicious vision so far beyond what this current world can even fathom that you will be able to burn it all away in 40 minutes. I personally really look forward to getting all 6 of my hands on my sword. And then my double-edged sword is going to cut the devil in 2 by way of an influence and watch it disintegrate. What do I mean by this sword, though? This double-edged sword. This parable, every time I speak of a double-edged sword, whether it be in a non-physical sense, when I speak of a double-edged sword, I'm speaking of my tongue, non-physically. But in a physical sense, I'm speaking of every emotional person on the planet. All of those people who are highly, highly, severely emotional, I see you as swords. And our brethren, or the people who are all logical and whatnot, the people who are logical and science-based, I see you as shields and or armor. I see you as shields and armor. The so-called recessive people, all of them globally, remember, in order for the entrenchment to work, they had to be stuck and or drugged down into a very feel-based mentality, emotional. So that means I see all of the recessive people globally as my sword, physically, as well as all of my sisters globally as my sword, physically. Spitting too much, right? But this is how I see a sword, my shield sword parable, my shield sword armor parable. All of my sisters, and as well as every recessive individual on this planet, you are my sword. And once my 6 arms gain a handle on you and sheathe you, we'll be ready to use you for what you are destined to be used for, the subjugation of all evil, so that the body of God, shining through and to and through you, can live the way it was destined to live, in double peace, respective love, balanced, integral unity, and progressive advancement forever. The sapient race will win. You are my kind. It just so happens that my kind is the Sun Soul Sapient tribe. And who was the first Sun Soul? According to some stories, his name was Adam. The next video I'm going to do is going to talk about that in more detail. especially with all the revelations now in the 603 score and 6 as well. All the revelations, I'm going to talk about that next now. I love our women so much. Shalom, shalom, shalom. May these words reach you properly, benevolently, and quickly. We need to see what we can do to beat this evil we are trapped into. Until then, peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family.